I came to the US with a British influenced Caribbean education, which means I was not exposed to American history, not really, and American literature. So I decided that in the summer, I would always assign myself some African American literature and I would read. And one of those authors was James Baldwin. And I can tell you the first time I was reading one of his book, and it would be the first time I encountered a story with same-sex couples. I think the couple was in France. And my conservative gaze, I didn't take it away. I just kept on reading because the book was so good. I think that was also because I had begun to have a change of mind about what I think about LGBTQ plus people. I was a child protective specialist, and I had one client. She was this young lady, and she was gay, and she was black. And child protective specialist, well, my job is simply to protect children. And there she was, kicked out of her house because of her sexual identity. And my job was to find a safe place for her. And it really, really tugged at my heart because I thought the things that I believed, like how our ideas about homosexuality has a real impact on a human being's life, and that there she was, like, just cut off from protection. She was unprotected as a black person, unprotected as a person in a female body, and she was unprotected as a gay person. And yeah, so back to Baldwin. This is his 100th year. They're celebrating it here in New York. I hope they're celebrating it everywhere. I didn't take a quote from Baldwin because I think you have to just read his books and read all his quotes. All of them are magnificent and excellent. And the title of the celebration in New York City is God's Revolutionary Mouth, because Baldwin was always speaking in the defense of black people and speaking for their liberation, though a queer man. And that's one of the critiques people have of Baldwin, modern people have of Baldwin, is why didn't he talk more about queer rights? If you've listened to any of the videos I post, I think any kind of survival, any way you decide to survive is right. You can survive by outing yourself. You can survive by not outing yourself. Whatever you think is best, because none of us live inside of another human body. None of us knows what they need to make it through each day. So it's very high-minded to like judge people when you've never walked around in their shoes. Also, it's easy to be a hero in retrospect. Everybody would have done something heroic when confronted with danger. But most instances, we don't do heroic things. We just survive. They're just a small group of people that go over and beyond and risk their lives. The rest of us are just regular. And there's nothing wrong with just surviving. That is heroic too. That is the ability to see way into the future. If our ancestors weren't like that, we wouldn't be alive today. So I just want to celebrate and invite people to also celebrate this wonderful black queer revolutionary man, God's revolutionary mouth, James Baldwin. And people that are his friends would be allowed to call him Jimmy.